Hello everyone, welcome to my class. In today's class, we will learn about angles formed by parallel lines. So, you must have watched the previous session about the basic terminologies used in geometry like lines, points, what are the line segments, and then you studied about the parallel lines, concurrent lines, and collinear points. Okay, so in today's session, we will learn about the angles formed by parallel lines. So, already you are aware what are parallel lines? See, parallel lines, two lines are parallel if they are always the same distance apart and will never meet. So I hope you understand this. See, here you can find two lines here, and see, in between these two lines there is fixed distance. It is same distance. Okay, and there is no chance that they are going to intersect each other or meet at any point. So such lines which never meet and they have the same distance throughout are called the parallel lines. Okay, now you can see here there is another set of parallel lines. Okay, now you see that here the distance between these two parallel lines are same. Okay, whenever we talk about parallel lines, the distance between the two lines is always same. So let me mention this as line L, line M. I can call this as X and Y. So we can say this is line L and M, and line L is parallel to line M, and line X is parallel to line Y. And now, one more thing you have to remember, there should be marking on the parallel lines. Okay, now see, this is called as the marking. So, if you find this kind of marking on the lines, you must understand that these two are the pair of parallel lines. Now, so I can even mark like this. So, the parallel line have same number of marking. I hope this is clear to everyone. Then another important thing is parallel lines also point in the same direction. Now, so when a pair of parallel lines cut by a third line is called a transversal line, then eight different angles are formed, four at each intersection. What does it mean? Now understand. Suppose we have a set of parallel lines. So you can see that we have here two parallel lines, right? Now these two parallel lines are intersected by this line, so I will also draw a line like this. See, now it is intersected by third line. Now we call this line as transversal line. So the line which intersect a pair of parallel lines is called as transversal line. Now, I hope this is clear to you what is transversal line. Now, you see that when this transversal line intersect the pair of parallel lines, many angles are formed. So, if you look at this diagram, here you have angle A, then here you have B, here you have C, and here you have D. We can also write this as angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6, angle 7, angle 8. Okay, now you can see that there are many angles here, 8 angles you can see here. Okay, and now we can differentiate these angles. Let's see how to differentiate these angles. Now you look here. When a parallel line is intersected by a transversal line, corresponding angles are formed. So, what are the corresponding angles? Corresponding angles are two angles on the same side of the transversal. Okay, now understand this. Suppose you have a parallel line. Okay, let's take this. So, this is line L, this is line M, and this is intersected by this transversal line. So, as we said, corresponding angles are two angles on the same side of the transversal. So, if you look here, on this side of the transversal, on the right hand side of the transversal, you can find these two angles, 68 degrees. Okay, so these two are the corresponding angles. Now, when we look at this set of parallel lines, now you can find that on the left hand side part of the transversal line, we have another pair of corresponding angles. Okay, one thing you must remember that corresponding angles are on the same side of the transversal line. See, so if this is one angle, its corresponding angle will be here. Now, how to identify the corresponding angle? See, another thing you can remember about this is L shaped. Whenever you have corresponding angles, L shaped is formed. Okay, so these are the pair of corresponding angles. I hope this is clear. If I have my transversal line like this, then angles form this side, these are the pair of corresponding angles, right? Now, you can see another pair of parallel lines and the corresponding angles formed. See, here again, we have the same L shaped, right? So, this L shaped, the angles formed here on one side of the transversal line are the corresponding angles. So, when you look here in this one, see, this L shaped and this L shaped, and these two angles are on the same side of the transversal line. So these are another pair of corresponding angles. I hope this is clear to everyone. The most important thing you must remember is corresponding angles are always equal. Corresponding angles are always equal. So you can see here in the given example, because this and this are pair of corresponding angles. So this is 68 degree, hence this is also 68 degree. And here this and this, these two are the pair of corresponding angles. So when this is 112, this is also 112 degrees. Okay. Now let's see another set of angles. Yes. So you have another set of angles formed by parallel lines and transversal line is alternate angles. Two angles inside the parallel lines on alternate sides. See, remember the difference. When we were talking about corresponding angles, it was L shaped, and corresponding angles was L shaped and same side of the transversal, right? And when we speak about alternate angles, these are on the alternate side. Means, you look here, this is a set of parallel lines intersected by this transversal line, as it says that angles inside the parallel line. So angles inside the parallel lines are this. So these are your parallel lines, and inside this you have this and this. Moreover, it says that the alternate angles are on the alternate side. See, so one angle is here and one angle is here. So alternate angles are always equal in measure. So this is one pair of angles you saw, and now look at this diagram. We have another pair of, see, angles inside the parallel lines. So these two are inside the parallel lines and they are on the alternate sides. So how do we recognize the alternate angles? So easy way to recognize the alternate angles, you can see here already I have done, like a Z shape is formed. So suppose these are your parallel lines and then this is transversal line, so this Z shape. Hope this is clear to you. And now for this side also you will have like this. So this and this is pair of alternate angles, right? And alternate angles are always equal. So this you must keep in your mind. Alternate angles are always equal. Corresponding angles are always equal. Now let's move to the another angle. So your another angle is co-interior angles. So when we have a pair of parallel lines intersected by a transversal line, co-interior angles are formed. Co-interior means the interior angles between two parallel lines, and they are on the same side of the transversal line, right? So you can find here, this is 112 and this is 68-degree. When we look at this, here it is 68-degree and here you have 112 degrees, right? Now you must understand that the sum of co-interior angles is always 180-degree, right? See, sum of co-interior angles is always 180 degrees. So this is important point to remember. Hmm? Okay. Now, so these were few angles. There is one more angle left when we speak about the um, angles formed by the transversal line on a pair of parallel lines. So we call it as vertically opposite angles. So another kind of angle is vertically opposite angle. Say. So how these vertically opposite angles are formed? This is important thing to remember. Now, as the word says, vertically opposite angle. So when you have this angle here, then vertically opposite angle will be here. So this and this form a pair of vertically opposite angles. Now we can also say that this and these are another pair of vertically opposite angle. Okay. So in simple terms, let me tell you, when we have two lines like this, and then this angle is equal to this angle, and then this angle is equal to this angle. So these are pair of vertically opposite angle, and this is pair of another pair of vertically opposite angles. Now let's see, suppose we have like this. Let me mark this as AB and this one as LM intersecting at O. Okay, so when we speak about vertically opposite angle, this kind of X shape is formed, and I can say that angle LOA is equal to angle BOM, and angle LOB is equal to angle AOM. So you see that vertically opposite angles are always equal. Suppose if this is 70 degrees, then this one will also be 70 degrees. And here if you have 110 degrees, then here also you have 110 degrees. I hope this is clear to everyone. So, to sum up, we can say that when a pair of parallel lines are intersected by a transversal line, there are four basic angles are formed. One is corresponding angle, alternate interior angles, then co-interior angles and vertically opposite angles. So we can say that corresponding angles are equal, alternate angles are equal, vertically opposite angles are equal, but the sum of co-interior angles are 180-degree. I hope this is clear to everyone. If you have any question or doubt, you can please mention in the comment section. Thanks for staying till end.